Hi everyone, hope you guys are doing well. Through this video, we are going to start a series in NumPy. We'll be discussing the NumPy from basics. What is NumPy? What are the applications of NumPy? What are the commonly used functions in the NumPy? And what are the interview questions which are generally asked from NumPy? So without wasting any time, let's get started. People often ask, if we know about the Python list, is there an actual need for NumPy? The answer is pretty much simple. Yes. Once the complexity of the mathematical computing increase, it becomes very difficult to manage it through just lists. This is where NumPy comes in. It helps us in performing the complex operations very fast without compromising with the quality. So with this, we'll start with NumPy. We'll look into some of the applications of NumPy. NumPy is very much used in different domains like data science and machine learning. So if we want to perform data pre-processing, or if we want to build some machine learning models, NumPy acts as a base for these things. Then we have the image processing. Any image which we see, like this image of NumPy, any image which we see is just a combination of pixels. So these pixels can easily be stored in a NumPy array, and we can perform any mathematical and complex operations. We can perform filtering, we can perform transformation, we can basically all these are covered in image augmentation. So in short, we can do image augmentation with the help of NumPy. Then we have the scientific computing. So we can perform a lot of mathematicals and calculations in physics, engineering, and much more. Then we have financial modeling. So NumPy is basically used in performing statistical analysis. So let's take an example of the distributions. So we have normal distributions, we have Bernoulli distributions, we have Poisson's distribution, and we have the central limit theorem. All of these things can be performed using NumPy. So let's get started with the installation now. Before installation, I just wanted to give you an idea about this platform. This is, we'll be performing all our coding in Google Colab. Google Colab is a platform which has been provided by Google, and in order to use it, you just want to have a Google account. So there are some cool features about it. I'm going to show you a couple of them. So first of all, if you'll go to the runtime, and if I'm going to the change runtime type, so it provides me an option of GPU and TPU as well. So if I want to perform a lot of complex code, if I want to execute more processing, if I want more processing, so I can just switch it to GPU and TPU, and it's literally works for free. Then we have an option of the Gemini integration. If you're facing any issues with our code, or maybe if I want to generate some code as well, so we can easily use Gemini, and it's going to fix that thing. So let's start with the installation. In order to install, first I have to add the exclamation mark. This exclamation mark tells that this is a shell command. Whenever I have to run the shell command in the Google Colab environment, so I have to use the exclamation mark, right? Then I can just write pip install NumPy. Once I execute this, this is going to take some time and it's going to be executed. So it's showing that requirement is already satisfied. That means these libraries are already present in Google Colab, so we do not need to install them again and again. We can directly import these libraries. So how are we going to import? I can just write import NumPy as NP. NP is just a nickname which we provided to our platform. Like, so whenever we are using the NumPy, we do not have to type the complete NumPy. We can just use the NP here. So now we have imported the NumPy. It's time to work with the NumPy arrays. So before working with the arrays, let us first create a basic list. So I'm just going to create a list, or we can say I'm going to create a list of lists where I'm going to add some of the elements, and these elements are stored in a 2-dimension list, or we can say a list of lists. Now, if I want to create a NumPy array from it, I'm just going to name this array as ARR equals to, I wanted to use a np.array. np.array creates that array, and inside that array, I'm just going to pass my list. Once I execute this, so my array has been created. If I'm just wanted to print it, I can print it through an array like this. Google Colab provides us a feature like we can directly write ARR, but in other features, if you want to use any other environment, you have to specifically mention the print keyword. but in Colab it works without print as well, right? So here we can use we have printed our basic NumPy array with it. Now if I want to check the type of it, I can just write type of my AR. So it's showing me a NumPy ND array. ND here stands for n dimension array. That means the value of n here is 2. So if I want to verify that, I can just write arr dot ndim, right? And if I'll execute this, it's showing me 2. That means it's a 2-dimension array, and which seems to be true also because it's consisting of rows and columns, right? So then if I want, I can just check the shape of my array as well. So if I'm going to check the shape, it's showing me 3 cross 3. That means it's a 3 cross 3 NumPy array, or a 3 cross 3 matrix consisting of 3 rows and 3 columns, right? Then also if I want, I can check the size of this. Size basically consists of the number of elements which we use, which are present in a NumPy array. So we can perform these basic operations once we are creating a NumPy array. So in this video, we discussed what is NumPy, how is it different from Python list, what are the applications of NumPy, and how we can install a NumPy, and how we can create a basic NumPy array also from the list. So in the next video, we'll be discussing about some of the arithmetic functions in NumPy. And if you have any queries, you can definitely comment it down. And with this, we are going to end today's video. I'll see you guys in the next video.